Hello, Philippines. This is Marcel Camote, and right now we have here the CEO of Star Atlas, or Michael Wagner. And right now we're going to talk about Star Atlas plan for the Philippines. And let's move forward, sir. The first question, sir, here is what is the plan of Star Atlas for the Filipino Web3 enthusiasts?
Well, we've really just started some of our efforts at expanding out into more broadly the Southeast Asia region, Asian region. I was, you
Mhm.
know, in the Philippines myself back in November of last year. I was at the
Mhm.
YGG event out there and just really loved the passion. And to be honest with you, the
Mhm.
hospitality of the people while I was there. And so we've really been starting to take steps to expand our reach. You yourself, you've been working with us. Nikki has been working with us. We have our Philippines community on our own Discord. We're
Mhm.
spinning up some of the socials as well. You'll see a new Facebook group
Group,
for the
yes.
Philippines community. But I would say more appropriately, this year is where we're starting to make our kind of our bigger presence. We are going to be at the YGG conference again this year.
Mhm.
However, this time it's not just showing up. We're actually going to have some booth space and have some activations there, showing off
Mhm.
all of the latest game products and otherwise finding paths where we can start to cultivate and grow a community base in the Philippines. I would mention
Mhm.
maybe two things that are somewhat tangential to all of this, and
Mhm.
we just talked about one of them, which is the fleet rental system, where um, effectively a primitive for a scholarship system. So we do want to make sure that assets are accessible and available
Mhm.
to everyone. And then secondary to that is also looking at things like deep in cloud gaming or pixel streaming, wherein the truth is Star Atlas as a game client requires a pretty high-end gaming PC in order to
Mhm.
play right now, at least if you're talking about our Unreal Engine content, and not the Sage content in
Mhm.
browser. And so how do we simplify and again lower the barrier to entry to getting access to Star Atlas? And we believe that there's a viable path forward where we can do cloud gaming or deep in pixel streaming, where the game is running in a remote client and streamed to you. And now maybe you're playing on a mobile phone, or you're playing on a tablet, or you're playing on a desktop that isn't a gaming PC. And so now these are all of the things that we're thinking about that go into expansion strategies to various regions around the world.
Mhm. And to be answered, so the second question is about the system requirements of UE5, and you already answered it. So you're planning to build a pixel or optimized version that players can play on their mobile devices, and this is really a big impact, most especially in the Philippines. Most of the people here don't have enough devices to play. And do you plan, sir, about the UE5 game, the Epic game of Star Atlas? Do you ever find it to optimize it a bit lower for the graphics so people can really start playing it?
Well, definitely. So part of the process of game development is the optimization phase, which typically comes towards the end of game development. So, again, being relatively early stage where we're at, still building out a lot of the base mechanics and fundamental systems of Star Atlas, we've done some optimizations, but we should see by the time we get to a complete V1 of Star Atlas, or even
Mhm.
our seasonal content that we could start seeing rolling out in 2025. Uh, at that point, we will be open access, available to the public, no game key requirement in order to play.
Yes.
And so at that point, we will want to have some much better optimizations in place, so it's easier for everyone to play. I still think that the most viable path overall is to work on these pixel streaming content or
Mhm.
concepts, because of course you want to be able to play Star Atlas wherever you are in the world, and maybe
Mhm.
that means you're on a mobile device or
Yes.
um, some gamepad type device. And so I think that that's going to be important. But I would mention one other thing here, just with respect to mobile, and you may be aware of this, but we
Mhm.
did announce some time ago
Yes.
a Star Atlas companion app,
Can you?
the Crew app, and so this is a fitness trainer.
Mhm.
Would probably work great in your gym, right?
Mhm.
Anytime you're getting the heart rate up, but it's effectively a spin on the move to earn segment
Mhm.
of the industry, and so when you're on a walk, run, bicycle ride, eventually anything that has heart rate tracking, so weightlifting or martial arts or running on a treadmill, for example, you'll be able to level up a crew member. Now, there's not, say, Atlas earnings in this, but there is value to that character progression because that same character that you're using in the crew app can be slotted into your ships in Sage. It can be used as crafting crew members in Sage, or it could be your digital avatar and hover race pilot in Unreal Engine, or your third-person shooter avatar, in those modes of the game. And if you have a leveled up character, you will perform better than somebody who's at a baseline character. So we see a lot of opportunity to get people involved in Star Atlas and the Star Atlas economy, even if it's just through engaging this mobile fitness app.
Okay. So actually, sir, my next question here is about the November event of YGG, the YGG Play Summit, and to be honest, this is really a good exposure for the game in real life. So, what do we expect here in the November that we're going to see on the Star Atlas booth this November?
That's such a great question, and to be honest with you, it's a little early. We haven't started planning for that fully just yet. We do have a pretty action-packed event schedule coming up. I'll be in Nashville at the end of this week. I will be in Las Vegas at Rare Evo in August, and then Breakpoint in September, Dubai in October, and then of course the YGG Play Summit in November. So I can't say specifically right now, but what I would suggest is that we are certainly going to have a couple of gaming stations set up. So a few different PCs. We'll have all of our latest content. November is actually a very fortuitous time because a lot of the stuff that we'll be demoing at Breakpoint will either have been released or will be releasing right around the time of the YGG Play Summit. So we'll be showing off all of our latest content, all of our latest game modes, all of the latest economics. And then I don't know if we're doing side events or anything like that, but I think it'd be really cool to see a Star Atlas third-person shooter tournament at the YGG Play Summit.
I really love that one. To be honest, sir, I just want to add this up on a question. I'm asking about some of the community that I have here that I haven't seen any game that is related to a battle royale game, just like Player Underground game or PUBG. And the first thing that came in my mind right now is the Sage part. Do you ever think, sir, to plan to add just like that Player Underground or PUBG game mode in the Sage? I think that's one of the things I really love, to have a single player on a for example, there are 200 players in the ground, and then there will only be one that will stand and get the reward, something like that.
I think it's a great suggestion, something we have thought of, by the way. It's extremely viable, given we've had 1,000 players in this team-based shooter previously, so it wouldn't be a far stretch for us to take the Surge gameplay mode and convert that into some Battlegrounds style mechanic, and that's something you might see roll out. It's not in the roadmap for our Breakpoint presentation, but it's something you could see roll out sometime after that in the Surge enhancements that we're doing. Like I said, Team Deathmatch is on there, VIP, the hunted style gameplay, capture the flag, and so it could just be one of many different gameplay styles that people could select as their game of choice.
And I think Philippines would really love it if we have it on a mobile version. Most of the people here really love that kind of version, sir. The Valorant part.
We will do our best. I still think for Star Atlas, streaming to mobile is really a cloud gaming or pixel streaming requirement, at least for now. But we will see as time tells.
Okay. And for the last question, sir, what can the Philippine community expect from Star Atlas on the next coming years?
Well, hopefully what you see is a best-in-class, deeply engaging, massively multiplayer online experience, but I do think it's one that can also emerge as just a core social experience, a core commerce experience I think there's a big opportunity for people to just hang out and socialize on a central space station, or for people to launch businesses and create their own art and create their own NFTs, or sell physical goods. I really think that what we're doing with Star Atlas, as I had mentioned in a prior segment with you, is building the next generation of a fully immersive 3D internet. And so everything that you participate in, whether it be social media or shopping online, or your gameplay experiences or social networks, all of these things are going to be largely disrupted by new immersive digital worlds, and I think we're going to be at the front edge of that. But over the next couple of years, what we really want to build is just the most engaging and addictive variety of gameplay experiences in this open world MMO concept.
Wow, really surprised with that, and really excited to test it all, to try all of the game and play it. Like what you said, the addictive game part is really one of the core things I really consider playing the game. And for before we end this video, sir, I just want to ask a message from you for the Philippine community. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, well, look, again, we've had an extremely warm reception in the limited time, at least for myself personally, that I've spent out there. But I know that there are some deeply passionate gamers in the Philippines community. You guys, in so many ways, as I said, were pioneers of the idea of play to earn. You proved that there's interest and demand for that. For me in particular, I took inspiration from the idea that we can create an economy that can potentially fuel a culture and a society and civilization. And in spite of some of the pitfalls that have been discovered through time with games in the past, I think, again, you really were inspiration to me in conceptualizing and starting to build Star Atlas. So I hope that what we're building here is something that you not only find enjoyable and fun, but also find an opportunity for yourself to take part and take ownership in this new world, this new digital universe that is Star Atlas.
Thank you so much, sir, for the really humbling message for all of us. Thank you so much, and thank you also to the community who are watching right now on this video. If you find this video helpful and you're really excited playing Star Atlas, you should hit the subscribe button, and please do check our socials that you can find here in the description of this video. Thank you so much, sir, for your time, and thank you so much everyone for watching. This is Mas Kamote. See you on the next video.